The Westwood One radio network. Derek Carr has a new home. The Saints and former Raiders quarterback agreed to a 4-year, $150 million deal with $100 million in total guarantees per NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo. 5 quarterbacks have started at least one game for the Saints over the last 2 seasons since Drew Brees retired. The Seahawks have agreed to terms on a contract extension with Pro Bowl quarterback Geno Smith that'll pay him $105 million over 3 years, according to NFL Network insiders Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport. Smith is coming off a career year where he led the NFL in completion percentage and finished 4th in touchdown passes. Some news out of Las Vegas. The Raiders have placed the franchise tag on running back Josh Jacobs. And in Dallas, the Cowboys have placed the franchise tag on running back Tony Pollard. Pollard and Jacobs make it 4 running backs to receive the franchise tag over the last 10 off seasons. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I'm Scott Trout, attorney and CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce, such as child custody and property division, among many others. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant or harder to follow. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell. We're a partner men can count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. CordellCordell.com. Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It's a Tuesday, 7th day of March, 2023. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Have you been to the fair yet?
I've been there just a couple of times to run errands and that kind of thing. Not officially.
I know you will be there Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. And you got corn dogs and spiral fries on the things
on the
to do
agenda?
This?
I don't know yet. I better talk to my system and see.
Yeah, talk to your dietitian.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about this? I think long and hard.
Yeah, I think you might as well just, straight IV of cholesterol would work.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a jolt, kind of like, you remember Jolt Cola?
Well, yeah, that I think came right at about finals time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told me that stuff was, woo.
Yeah, it will get your heart thumping.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of caffeine and probably a lot more caffeine.
Yeah, and sugar. Well, I mean, what are these energy drinks after all?
I think it's just a nice name for Jolt Cola.
Yeah, I think so. Caffeine and sugar. Okay.
Yes.
I take my caffeine, straight out of Mr. Coffee.
Any way you can get it.
I guess.
That's what you were going to say. That's how you'll take your coffee.
Yep. By the way, have you ever been to Fremont, California?
Yeah, I think I have. Just passed through, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I have passed through there as well. But Fremont, California has been named the happiest city in the entire US of A. Okay.
And I wonder who came up with that idea.
I don't know, but you know what's really impressive? They pulled this off without a single Kardashian.
Without one getting in the way or having to wait for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, we salute Fremont. Why not? Like I said, I believe I passed through Fremont, but I don't recall anybody smiling.
When you talk about Fremont, I think of Fremont Elementary School.
Okay.
That's up in Calapath.
Yeah.
Been
did your
there
dad teach there?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That was the first place when he was first here in the Valley. So, yeah, Fremont School.
Okay. How about some birthdays? Are you ready?
Birthdays.
Actor Daniel J. Travanti is 83. Chris White of the Zombies, 80. Singer Peter Wolf of the J. Giles Band, 77. Matthew Fisher of Procol Harum, 77. Ernie Isley of the Isley Brothers is 71. Actor Bryan Cranston, 67. Actor Donna Murphy is 64. Actor Nick Searcy is 64. Actor Mary Beth Evans, 62. Singer Taylor Dane, 61. Actor Bill Broutrup is 60. Comedian Wanda Sykes, 59. Actor Jonathan Del Arco is 57. Actor Rachel Weisz is 52. Actor Peter Sarsgaard is 52. Actor Jay Duplass is 50. Actor Jenna Fisher, 49. Actor Tobias Menzies, 49. Actor Audrey Marie Anderson, 48. Actor T.J. Thine is 48. Actor Laura Prepon is 43. Actor Belle Powley is 31. And actor Giselle Eisenberg is 26. Local birthdays coming up.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Amy Dillon, Annabelle Winkler, Carmen Mendez, Elena Rocha, Eva Wendell, Glenn Shore, Jean Oswald, Jose Adam Lopez, Jose Fonseca, Joseph Denton, Carrie Freeman, Laura Daniels, Letty Moe, Lorena Garcia, Marianne Menville, Martin Bermudez, Mary Ibader, Priscilla Brown, Raul de la Torre, Renato Urrutia, Ricky Guzman, Ron La Madrid, Rose Adame, Virian Miller-Peseño, Joaquin Lopez, Cesar Badillo, Kayla Smale, Elizabeth Diaz, Angel Torres, and next-door neighbor, Shelley Carrillo. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. I know, like me, you're big on social media. So just to give you a heads up, TikTok will offer a new feature to help limit the amount of time kids spend using the social media app. In the next few weeks, any users under the age of 18 will only be allowed to use the app for an hour per day. For users over 13, they'll need to enter a passcode to continue using the app. Those under 13 will need their parents' password to add an additional 30 minutes of screen time. Parents can customize daily screen limits for their kids and adjust when TikTok sends notifications to their phones. Unfortunately, the fly in the ointment here, it'll take a 13-year-old to explain all this to an adult.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, kids. Explain this. Well, here's your passcode, Mom. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Are you ready for news?
Big problems.
Yep.
Yes. Ready for news. We got some. We'll have a visit about the fair.
Okay. Right now, we're going to take a look at some world news brought to you by CBS and by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. Breaking news from Mexico on the 4 Americans kidnapped Friday. Correspondent Cami McCormick.
The governor of the Mexican state of Tamaulipas says 2 of the 4 U.S. citizens are dead, 1 is injured, and 1 unharmed. Medical and security personnel are apparently on their way to the site. Mexico's president now says 1 person has been detained in the case, and authorities there will look for and punish anyone else responsible.
The aunt of one of the 4 kidnapped, Latavia McGee, said she'd traveled from South Carolina for a tummy tuck in Mexico, where cosmetic surgery is cheaper. She said 3 friends had been accompanying her. Again, 2 of the 4 Americans kidnapped in Matamoros Friday have been found dead. 1 is wounded, the other unharmed. 1 person has been detained in the case. The FBI had offered a $50,000 reward for the kidnapped victims' safe return. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
This CBS News special report brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts, your friend in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma, the Peanut Patch. What a great place. You got some really nice people, Donna and Pat. They're there every day, and you get smiles, and you get to enjoy the Peanut Patch. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time, closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch with homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. How about fresh English toffee? Or pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch at the Peanut Patch. You will find so many great things waiting for you at the Peanut Patch. And did you know the Peanut Patch offers tours Tuesdays and Fridays? Yeah, you can check it out. Find them on the web, thepeanutpatch.com. And you'll get directions how to get there. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great place to spend a day. Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
It's Tuesday morning and time for a look at the latest in local news. Carroll Buckley has a look at what's happening at the fair today.
Well, before we go to what's happening, let's tell you what happened last night. Brawley Union High School, the Wildcats won the 2023 edition of High School Madness. Our congratulations to the Wildcats. Today, gates open at 5 p.m. All sorts of events going on. The Junior Large Animal Round Robin gets underway at 6. And there is entertainment on the Palm Oasis stage. Of course, the carnival and ongoing livestock arenas, livestock showmanship and market, and strolling entertainment when you go to the fair throughout the entire fairgrounds. But again, congratulations, Brawley, winning High School Madness.
One of the, if not the most popular event on the fairgrounds, that's for sure. Brawley police have made an arrest in a February shooting on February the 19th at about 2 a.m. 2 teenagers were shot near the intersection of Cattle Call Drive and El Cerrito Drive in Brawley. One of the teens was shot in the abdomen, and the other was shot in the leg. Both victims were initially treated at Pioneers Memorial Hospital and then transferred to Rady's Children's Hospital in San Diego. Both teams are expected to fully recover. On the evening of March 5th, Brawley police officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle wanted in connection with the shooting. The driver of the car was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on 2 counts of attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon. Garibaldi, the driver, is being held on $1 million bail. KXO News Times, coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, the County Board of Supervisors meet today. Here's more on that story.
The board will discuss road repairs. They are expected to authorize bidding for improvements on Zenos Road near Hodeville. They are also expected to authorize bidding for improvements on Main Street in Nyland. The board will discuss a reclassification request from the Social Services Department. Supervisors will be sitting as the Gateway CSA Board of Directors. They will consider appointments to the Gateway Service Area Advisory Committee. The appointees will serve 3-year terms. A meeting will be held at the board chambers at the County Administration Center on Main Street in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The IID board also meets today, actually this afternoon. Here's George Gale with more on that story.
They will be asked to adopt 2 resolutions. One is to recognize Engineers Week. The other proclaims April 18th as Lineman Appreciation Day. They will consider transferring funds from the Water Transfer Fund to the Water Department Operating Fund. They will consider approving the 2023 Summer Peak Demand Reduction Program, and they will consider adopting IID's Resolution 21 and the adoption of microgrid interconnections guidelines. The meeting starts at 1 p.m. in Condon Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
And it's Page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food, specializing in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Continuing with more local news this morning, a ribbon cutting for student accommodations services. George Gale explains.
The ceremony will be held at the SDSU IV Library in Calexico. Student Accommodation Services Center will be hosting the ceremony as part of the grand opening of its new student center this Wednesday at 11 a.m. The new center will serve as a collaborative space for students to relax, complete assignments, receive technology services, and have academic exams proctored. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District will hold a special meeting today. It is in addition to the regular board meeting. The special meeting has one and only one item on the agenda: conference with legal counsel concerning anticipated litigation involving the water department. Special meeting will convene in closed session at 11 a.m. this morning in the IID Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. And the County Board of Supervisors are looking for your comments. Here's more on that story.
They want suggestions and ideas regarding community spending priorities for potential Lithium Valley tax revenues. The comment period runs through April 30th. They are looking for comments on administration and infrastructure, environmental mitigation and protection, public safety, quality of life, such as education, healthcare, arts and culture, recreation, and housing, cities and unincorporated towns, council and government regional activities, and other issues. Comments can be mailed, emailed, or delivered in person during a public hearing on March 21st at 11 a.m. in the Board of Supervisors chambers in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A 20-year-old man was arrested and charged with driving under the influence late Sunday. El Centro police responded to 1st and Main Streets at about 11:45 p.m. Sunday after receiving several reports of an accident. A car had swerved off the road and struck a utility pole. Several phone lines were knocked down. The Honda Pilot that struck the pole and rolled over sustained major damage. The driver was not injured. Following a field sobriety test, the driver was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail for driving under the influence. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingan. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry weather will persist for the foreseeable future with near normal temperatures and scattered to mostly cloudy skies over the next several days. A warming trend from the middle portions of the week to above average by the end of this week, and expect the first 80-degree day of the year in the Imperial Valley as early as Friday. 71 our high yesterday, 51 the overnight low. It'll be mostly cloudy to begin today, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 73. West-northwest wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 43. West wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. That west wind will then turn out of the south after midnight. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 76. North wind about 10 miles an hour. 52 degrees, 54% relative humidity. Wind out of the northwest, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. By the way, the dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. In overtime, the Cavaliers dumped the Celtics 118-114. Defense, 76ers 147, the Pacers 143. Trailblazers topped the Pistons 110-104. Heat got by the Hawks 130-128. Nuggets over the Raptors 118-113, and the Kings clobbered the Pelicans 123-108. Meanwhile, police in Colorado said yesterday they are investigating Ja Morant's actions from the weekend after the Memphis Grizzlies star posted an Instagram live video in which he displayed what appeared to be a gun while at a nightclub. The Glendale Police Department confirmed the incident took place at a bar in Glendale. The department said it is investigating whether Morant might have broken any gun laws. Men's college basketball, well, Gonzaga continues to roll. They top San Francisco 84-73. And speaking of men's college hoops, we've got NCAA men's basketball championship coverage on AM 1230. This Sunday, it's Selection Sunday. Starting on Tuesday the 14th, we've got games, whole bunches of NCAA men's basketball games on AM 1230.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And the NFL's comeback player of the year is coming back to Seattle. The Seahawks and Pro Bowl quarterback Geno Smith reached agreement on a contract yesterday. The deal is for 3 years, $105 million, and includes $52 million in the first year. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens will apparently wait until today's deadline before placing the franchise tag on quarterback Lamar Jackson. Today and up until 3:30 tomorrow, a lot of energy will be utilized in trying to get a deal done, said Ravens executive Ozzie Newsome yesterday. Baseball, yeah, well, they're playing small ball. The Major League Spring Training and the World Baseball Congress, the Classic. Shohei Ohtani hit a pair of 3-run homers as he prepared to help Japan in the World Baseball Classic. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
It's fair time at California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta now through Sunday, March 12th. Join us today for a tribute to Luke Bryant at 8 p.m. on the Mechanics Bank Center stage. Feel the groove and enjoy all of our grounds acts throughout the fair, the most we've ever had. Fairgrounds open at 5 p.m. today. For up-to-date fair information and online ticket sales, go to ivyfairgrounds.com. Tickets also available at the gate. Feel the groove and enjoy the fair.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks open mostly flat today as investors await congressional testimony from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell about inflation rates and the state of the economy. According to Powell, the U.S. economy slowed significantly last year, and inflation has moderated some. But Powell noted the process of getting back to the Fed's 2% target rate will likely be bumpy. As I mentioned, the latest economic data have come in stronger than expected, which suggests that the ultimate level of interest rates is likely to be higher than previously anticipated. Powell said, in the totality of the data were to indicate that faster tightening is warranted, we would be prepared to increase the pace of rate hikes. Meanwhile, shares of electric pickup truck builder Rivian plunged after the company added more debt. Rivian's balance sheet shows it is currently cash rich, with about $11.6 billion in cash on hand compared to only $1.2 billion in long-term debt. But as it gears up production, it is burning through cash, having a negative cash flow of $6.4 billion last year. It expects to have $2 billion of capital spending this year, up from $1.4 billion last year. Markets right now showing red. The Dow off 224 points. The S&P 500 down 31. The Nasdaq off 66 points. Gold down 26.80 an ounce. Oil off $1.03 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll start off today cloudy, then gradually becomes sunny with a high near 73. West-northwest wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43. West wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 76. North wind about 10 miles an hour. Oh, and right now, by the way, 54 degrees, 52% relative humidity. The wind is out of the northwest, 5 to 7 miles per hour. Your border wait, 30 minutes downtown, 15 minutes entry, 15 minutes pedestrian. At the Eastport, it's a 45-minute wait, and 15 minutes entry there, and 30 minutes at the Ready Lane. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. 24-hour-a-day access at Southwest Postal in El Centro. Coming up, CBS News on the Hour will take you around the world and let you know what's going on. It's our job. It's what we do.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Steele.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's breaking news from Mexico, a tragic end to the story of 4 Americans who were fired upon and seized late last week. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The governor of the Mexican state of Tamaulipas says 2 of the 4 U.S. citizens are dead. 1 was wounded and 1 unharmed. It isn't clear where they were located or what condition the wounded American is in. Mexico's president also says now that 1 person has been detained in the case. The 4 were apparently in Mexico, traveling from South Carolina for cosmetic surgery for one of them when they came under attack.
There's word a Norfolk Southern Railroad conductor died today in an accident at a production facility in Cleveland. The rail line has had 2 derailments in Ohio over the last 5 weeks. Interest rates are headed even higher. That's the word from the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell in testimony this morning to Congress as the economy remains on solid footing.
The latest economic data have come in stronger than expected, which suggests that the ultimate level of interest rates is likely to be higher than previously anticipated.
Well, some members of Congress are doing something about a video app that's been making news.
A bipartisan group of 12 U.S. senators is introducing the legislation giving the Commerce Secretary new powers to ban not only the Chinese-owned TikTok app, but other foreign-based companies. Democratic Senator Mark Warner says he believes the social media app is a national security threat. This comes after the House Foreign Affairs Committee advanced a Republican-backed bill with similar goals. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
Well, CBS News has learned the Justice Department could file suit as soon as today to block JetBlue's proposed merger with Spirit Airlines. Legal analyst Jessica Levinson says there are concerns it could limit options and drive up prices.
What the DOJ is arguing is, no, you're actually going to lock people out of the market. Spirit Airlines is a lower cost airline, and if you merge with JetBlue, it would would hurt consumers who want that lower cost.
There's an investigation in Boston after 2 United jets made contact yesterday.
We were backing off, taxiing to try and take off, and felt this thumb kind of jerk back a little bit.
Surprising to passengers, the wing of one 737 hit the tail of another jet. No injuries reported. Weight Watchers stock is soaring, up more than 30% today after the company said it was getting into the prescription drug weight loss business with the purchase of Sequence, a telehealth operator. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 275 points. The S&P is down 38. The Nasdaq is off 89 points. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
3 little words no parent wants to hear.
My tummy hurts.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids chewables provide fast relief for common stomach issues, turning those 3 words into these 3 words.
I feel better.
Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids chewables. Fast relief for little tummies. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny. And this is Shaw.
Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
But he's not cutting grass. He's cutting hair.
So every person is different, from hair type to head shape. And I feel like it's the same way in the yard.
Front loader to backhoe. The Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
Turns out during the pandemic, some parents have played fast and loose with the truth.
Of the 600 adults surveyed, about 26% of parents admit that they misrepresented a child's COVID-19 status in some way.
These were really tough decisions that parents were faced with.
Study author from Middlesex Community College, Andrea Grmankin-Levy.
They wanted to maintain their personal autonomy as parents, right? I don't like the government telling me that I have to vaccinate my child. I don't like the school district saying that my kid can't come to school.
Parents also feared missing work and possibly being out of a job to stay home with a sick child. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are getting the vegan treatment. Hershey says its Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups, which go on sale this month, will be the first vegan chocolates sold nationally. A second plant-based offering will follow in April. The chocolates are made with oats instead of milk. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.